Furia, and this a round of 8 match that really could dictate the trajectory of your winter split, Corelli. What do you make of this one?
Well, I think everyone's big on Furia because they beat FaZe, right? I think beating Shopify, beating Pittsburgh Knights are solid wins, but beating FaZe in groups when they almost never drop series in groups, that's been the real convincer, I think, for a lot of people. And of course, how great Lost is on top of that. And I think a lot of people look at Furia from last split and say that there was a little bit left to be desired from that team as well. So that's why I think you see the desk go Furia. But I have to say, Gen.G, they didn't really look all that strong yesterday. They were a little bit shaky. Jack tweeted out, we're going to fix it for tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's today. Let's see if they fixed it.
Boy, Lost. Trying to power that one through. Ollie. Downfield. Lost. He gets by 2 and now has a card waiting, but decided to throw that towards net. Jack. Going for the 50. Gets past 1. Lost. We'll look for Yan. Now a double commit. Lost. Jumping for that low 50. Leak out Chronic. Getting beat to the ball by Yan.
Still looking for a big opportunity here for Gen.G. Great pressure from Furia and a missed touch there from Chronic. Apparently Jack's right behind him. And now a chance here. Lost up to Yan. Wants to pick it up. Looking for card, and the shot was on target. It flicked off Chronic. And away it went. Now Lost doesn't have a ton of boost here. Might still make it work. He went to that challenge and lost it as Chronic now trying to threaten for Gen.G.
Chronic out of boost. That's all he can do. Gets another hit. Fell into the ball. Now Furia's turn. Lost. Airborne. Looks like he was going for the flip reset. Didn't get it. Card wanted that mid boost. Gets it and the 50. Jack popping up. Card with some space. We'll take it over to the side. Chronic up to Nolly. Nolly going for a 50 pinch, but Lost. Keeping it close. We'll flick it high.
Still not any massive look here. He had one that pitched across the Gen.G net early on, but since then, it's been very back and forth teams looking for the opportunity. And right now, nobody is budging, but maybe this is it. Lost. Can he read this one off the backboard before Nolly can? And he gets it off the backboard once more. Yeah, no options here. We'll have to just bounce it in the box. And Gen.G very comfortable here defensively.
Very quick jump from Lost, who gets the flip reset, but couldn't get back to the ball. Nolly by Yan. Jack has Chronic in the middle again. Kind of forcing Chronic off the ball a bit, but that also threw off the rotations for Furia. And there's a demo. Nolly recovers and will get the save. You had to do a double take to see who got demoed on that play. And Nolly being able to get his wheels back under him in time.
I'm shocked he was able to recover. He kind of fishtailed out of that demo. And now apparently Jack should be dropping inside the post. Another shot comes through and Lost will deny. Things heating up now. Yan can't get through the defense of Nolly, and Gen.G, good passing play. Unfortunately, giving it right back to Lost.
That passing play broke down in the final moments. Now flip reset from Card. Launching towards net. Lost with a challenge as well. Been neck and neck. Neither team really looking that comfortable. And now we see a bump from Chronic. Double commit from Gen.G. They cleared off the line. Jack launching it over Yan. First touch. Controlling it well. Will now take it back down to the ground. Pinch pass to Lost. Lost accepts the ball now. Trying to be patient, but loses possession. Will get back behind it. Now pinch up Card. A weak shot. Still throwing Gen.G for a loop. Gen.G, quite a few double commits early on.
Yeah, they do not look comfortable right now on defense. Furious pressure certainly mounting in a few of those attempts. Double commits, as you pointed out, but a lot of players just stuck on the goal line as well. Can't really get themselves involved in the defense as they would like. And now Chronic taking this one away. That allows Furia to take another challenge. Lost will almost dunk that one in, and Yan in pursuit will keep it going for Furia. Gen.G struggling to break out from their side right now.
Chronic pretending like he had no boost, being there to challenge it. Gen.G, I think, have been on the back foot for quite some time. Furia, most of the opportunities, but we're still scoreless. Yan under 100 points.
That's not what you want. Not with the way he's performed. And maybe Card can drop this one down. 15 seconds left. And Gen.G, can they steal this one away? Can they break out with possession? It's not going to be here. Now Card wants to be the hero here in game one. Yan off the back, or the sidewall, excuse me, is lost. Keeps it alive for Furia. Still can't break through at a 0-second time. Furia very hungry to keep this one up. Can they make it pay off? They almost might as Lost dove in.
Lost pre-jump there. Did you see that? He pre-jumped. Yeah. If he was grounded and played the low ball, might have been able to sneak that one in. The Lost was going for the whole bag. Furia looked like the favorites in game one. Gen.G now with a demo though. Perhaps can take game one regardless. Card bumped off the ball, Lost and Card both in the same spot. Now Lost has to go find boost. A bit of miscommunication there from Furia, and that'll sputter the attack out. Now apparently Jack upfield, Lost has to go to the backboard, can't have the follow-up. Nolly flip reset, double tap out to Abjack, and Abjack catches it.
And I'm curious because I was looking at this from the defender's POV on Nolly's second touch. Did he let it go through? He did. He let it go down to apparently Jack, and he slots it to the right side. Misdirection again from Gen.G, and it pays off.
It was not the prettiest game from Gen.G, but it doesn't matter. They made the defensive stops when they had to, and that last play was just enough. And look at, I mean, Yan, the player that I think many people would agree is the superstar of this team. One of the superstars in the game, did not have much of a performance in this one.
And as a point to go back to when the tiebreaker happened and Complexity and Furia had to face off in the upper bracket final, Furia, the offense looked really good, but the big issue was their defense left a lot of gaps. Big counterattacks came out from the opposition. You can see the pop-off there from Jack. That's a good pop-off to win here in game one. But for Furia's defense, that was a big concern for them coming into this regional. I think they've got that figured out, but it's at the sacrifice of their offense here. You really didn't see too many scary chances. A lot of quality tackles won, but they didn't really generate scary shots on target that Gen.G had to stretch out for.
You're right. There was the one fake from Yan that did lead to a shot opportunity, but then there were quite a few situations, notably one where Lost, I think it was Lost and Card, both going for the same corner boost, and it kind of threw the rotation off, and it turned a counterattack opportunity into a possession given away. So we'll see if Furia can clean things up. Lost playing as aggressive as ever. That pre-jump, if you remember, at 0 seconds. Lost trying to make some things happen. We'll see if Furia can get that offense kick-started, or if Gen.G will start to pull away.
I don't think that was a bad game one from Furia. In fact, I think they probably should have won it with the way they played, but they've got to figure out how to convert on their opportunities. Gen.G, they didn't look pretty on defense. Now Nolly, can he go all the way? Oh my goodness, Nolly!
Yan was destroyed on this play. Nolly, the flip reset, that extra little touch.
Got bumped into it.
That extra, he got bumped into that. I was on Yan's perspective.
Apparently Jack ran
just
into
the
him.
Goal maybe, but I don't know about that second touch.
Yeah, apparently Jack ran into him on the flip reset and bonked him into the ball. And an early goal here for Gen.G. That's one way to start off game two.
Whatever works. Yan, flip reset and the bump. But apparently Jack, he saw it coming, lost. It's a flip reset, but well, I guess he was able to work that back to Yan, who now puts it high up to Card. Furia had a decent amount of possession in this Gen.G half, but they just haven't been able to make the last play work. Haven't been able to get it those last few feet.
Right. Chronic having just to throw this one downfield, see what Furia gives them, and Chronic almost able to get possession back. Look at the space here for Gen.G. Opportunity to take it off the side while still no one challenges, and now Card comes out of nowhere off the ceiling.
Oh, this could be bad for Gen.G. Lost. Gonna go for net rebound out, no goal, but that was a bit ugly from Gen.G on that play. Apparently Jack pre-jumping and then getting beat on that 50. It's a wonder how they didn't get scored on.
Yeah, I don't know if they saw Card, because he came off the ceiling there. He was kind of disguising his challenge, and all of Gen.G had so much time to set up a play there. I think that's why, apparently, Jack felt comfortable on pre-jumping. And you're right, kind of a spoiled chance there from Gen.G.
It was something, that's for sure.
Something happened there.
What it was, we'll leave that to the analyst.
That's right.
Gen.G holding on to this 1-goal lead. Chronic, the challenge out, and apparently Jack quick to the ball. Chronic was thinking about doing something. Now a double commit from Gen.G. Jack with the flip reset back down to the ground, but lost. Hit it off to the side. The attack has not been the most coordinated from Gen.G, but effectiveness, I mean, can you question?
Well, they scored. They're in the lead. What else more do you want from them? It's up to Furia to really change things. Yeah, not getting the read there. I've been on his camp for the last minute or two. He just hasn't been involved. Now maybe a pass across the net and an extra
he's looking
flick
to get
on.
involved there.
We'll go right past Yan. Tough one. The setup was there, though, and maybe another pass from Yan. Out to Card. Card can get over it. He does, and he'll drop it in. Yan involved, and Furia find the equalizer.
Another situation where Gen.G looking uncomfortable on the defensive end, and that little pass out, just what the doctor ordered. Card getting Furia on the board, and they break through. Maybe that will be the play that kickstarts Furia's offense. Just looked a little bit flat, but now something to look towards and be positive about. Lost. Another challenge will pinch that upfield. Nolly trying to slow the play down. Lost with another pinch attempt. Nolly will take it up high. Jack up in the air as well.
Oh my goodness.
Apparently, Jack
is that?
Apparently can predict the play before it happens.
He jumped before Nolly got his first touch. And that's not the first pre-jump we've seen from apparently Jack. This guy's a magician. He can see the future.
He's is this what's going on now? Is this the new Gen.G?
Is that the new meta?
Strat? I don't know. It didn't work out the first time, so to have the confidence to go for it again, and Chronic gets another one. Gen.G are pulling away from Furia.
Great work here from Nolly. Gets the first man to go high, and then an easy pass out to Chronic, and Card is already into the challenge. He knew he could just drop it down. No chance for the defense. And Gen.G, you talked about them being a little shaky, a little slow, and they are ramping up here.
And even when Gen.G has looked uncomfortable, even when they've looked a little bit uncoordinated, the confidence in their play really can't be questioned. It's like nothing really shakes them.
Yeah.
And now Chronic pre-jumping, and it almost goes in. I don't know what to make of this, Corelli.
Well, you're talking about confidence. I mean, that's the most confident thing you can do is pre-jumping in Rocket League. I don't think there's anything more confident you could show than pre-jumping your teammates' passes mid-air dribble. And here's some space for Chronic.
And to make it work. And Chronic, the rebound out. A big save from Lost. The Lost will keep this game down to just a 2-goal deficit, but still Furia, and they have not been able to get much going. It was one nice passing play from Yan out to Card. But overall, they've looked a little bit flat, Corelli.
Yeah, I mean, I think Card's really been a big standout here. Lost has 3 saves. We really haven't called his name much. Maybe we might call it here. Off the ceiling he goes. Yan wanted to get a bump on someone in the air to open up space for Lost, but Nolly's just taking challenges all the way down the field. He's still on it. He drops it back to Chronic. Beautiful backwards pass. Chronic's shot went wide, and time ticking down here. Gen.G have this one wrapped up.
I mean, thinking back to the desk segment on predictions, we got Wavepunk and Gibbs both go with Furia, despite all the stats. The only one who seemed to make a sensible prediction was Subi, and he seems to be 100% right so far. It's so far. Furia, a team that we know can come back in these situations, but they're already feeling the pressure, so much so that they're already using up their timeout. A timeout now called for Furia, who had to deal with a pre-jumping Gen.G that was making it work. Despite the first pre-jump play that really stood out to us was a failure, an abject failure. But still, they go back to it and they make it work.
They double down on it, and that's a highlight reel type of play. And this is smart from Furia, though. I want to go back to them real quick because I think this has been very lackluster from them offensively. They've had to weather a big storm from Gen.G, especially in this game. And the first game was a little shaky, but this game in particular, Gen.G, they just all of a sudden snapped and everything started working for them. And I think Furia, if for anything else, just maybe, slow down Gen.G's momentum here. But I think Furia have a lot to work on. Defensively, they've been fine. They just, there's a lot of misdirection on Gen.G that it's tough to keep up. But offensively, that's really where you're kind of scratching your head, James. You pick up Lost, you have Yan, and you're not really producing here against teams like Gen.G. That's the whole reason for moves like this.
And really, you expect Furia to make a lot more plays in the air. You're so used to Furia taking every opportunity to get the ball high, getting a quick flip reset, making the defense come to you and then play around them. But we just have not seen much of that aerial play whatsoever with Furia. A lot of it's just been grounded action. Whereas for Gen.G, they have everything. They'll pre-jump, they'll dribble, they'll fake it. I mean, they've been doing quite a bit, but defensively they've had a few gaps. It's just Furia hasn't been able to exploit that at all.
That's the big point there, James, is I think Gen.G haven't been perfect, not even close here in this game, despite the highlight plays. And Furia, with how aggressive guys like Lost are, you feel like they've got to be more in the face of Gen.G and take advantage of those gaps. We just haven't seen it yet.
And you wonder if we'll see it at all or if Gen.G will keep on rolling. And this Gen.G team, this has been one of my favorite storylines that Rocket League has ever seen, Corelli. You've got, apparently Jack Nolly, 2 English players deciding to move an entire over to a new region, pick up a player in Chronic. And everyone's, there were doubters. There were haters that was saying, oh, they just moved to the easier region. And now look at them dominate. But then they go and win the major against every other international region.
Uh-oh. Yeah. And that's the thing that Gibbs was saying too, right? Is just to lay it all out without actually going into the stats and the points that Gibbs was talking about. Gen.G in every tournament have played in the finals that they've signed up for. Every single one. They have been in the finals. And they might do it again here as this one goes off the post. Furia scrambling to get this one out.
And you have to believe that the confidence, oh my, Chronic receives the pass and slots this shot. This is so pretty. This is those training pack shots. You pass the ball to yourself in free training and you hit shots like that. He does it on the biggest stage.
That was beautiful from Chronic. Like you said, kind of just a clinical shot from him. Put that one directly into the middle of the net. No shot anyone was going to get back to that one in time. You could see Card trying to stretch out for it, but my goodness, shots like that.
It was just so clean.
Yeah, so clean from Chronic. And Gen.G already showing that the timeout is not going to affect them. Now Chronic again got pushed into the ceiling there, wanted a double tap.
Still, he made Furia use up a lot of boost on that defensive stop. Nolly leaves it for Chronic, who comes streaking in, almost gets the double tap. Yan can't get the double. Appjack double out to Chronic. Chronic kick-starting the counter. Apparently, Jack finds Card out, but Card gets back just in the nick of time. 1v1, Yan pops it over. A little bit of a pogo trying to stay on the ball, but couldn't take advantage of that break opportunity.
Another high arcing ball there from Gen.G. They're just looking for the backboard at this point, trying to set up double taps, and Furia's done a good job to deny it. Tough bounce. Yankee put it away. Oh, wow. My goodness, off the inside of the frame. Another shot off the post and saved by Chronic. And now apparently Jack comes through and sweeps it all up. Furia cannot break through.
That looks like a pinch save off their own post. Gen.G, how many lives do they have? Furia coming up short time after time. Jack now clearing it across the field. Chronic picks up the corner boost and will stay on the ball. Going for the ground pinch. It's the ground pinch. The demo from Jack opening up a sliver of a window, and Chronic breaks the window altogether.
And it was the demo that really sold this and made this work for Gen.G. I don't think Chronic would have gotten to that one in time without a challenge. And with that demo and the smoke screen, he's able to slip it in near post. That's great work from Gen.G. You talk about how cohesive this team is, how much they communicate, how much they're on the same page on, it seems like, every single play. You see the free jumps happening.
The depth of attacking strategies that they have. You just don't know what's coming. Free jump, ground pinch, flick, flip reset, air dribble. What's going to be next for Gen.G?
You got to look out when they have space. And Furia trying to set something up, but Lost can't cut back in for it. And Furia, they do have 5 shots, but nothing all that dangerous at the moment. This one taken away by apparently Jack. Yan can't pick it up. Top to control, but it goes down to Lost. Yan tries to punch one out of the way again. The physical play's not paying off for Furia at the moment. They're trying to make them work, but they're not connecting on it.
Gen.G, they have been in control of this series. They're in control of this game right now. Furia, though they've had possession, haven't really made Gen.G work too much. There was the one pinch save. Now another shot opportunity, but that one hit soft and high and wide. Lost now, open net for Lost. The ball finds its way over to him, and despite Furia not having the most threatening attacks, they find this small opening and they exploit it.
And there you go. This is what we were talking about in the timeout, James, is the small little gaps that Gen.G might give you. That's all you're going to get. And Furia there finally able to poke through.
And Lost, he didn't even rotate out. He stayed upfield. Was playing ultra aggressive, and it paid off. See if Furia can tie this up now. Infield pass, Lost pre-jumped himself, and it didn't work out for him. Now the break is on, didn't turn into a goal. Nolly came close. Now apparently Jack trying to float that one across the middle.
Yeah, I think he wanted that one himself. Now Card over to Lost. He's quick to it, but Nolly's quicker. It's Chronic now, less than a minute to go. Furia, we've spent a lot of time here on the Gen.G side, and they put something together. Right now, it's a no as this one's pounded downfield. Yan by himself, running out of boost, and apparently Jack will take it away.
Maybe Yan looking for that bump, didn't get it. Pass off the ceiling will find its way straight down, but no one from Furia there to take the shot. Final 30 seconds, apparently Jack towards net. Yan controlling it. Into a dribble, the flick high. Chronic will stop it. Lost with a quick challenge. Will kill it back down. Card taking over the play. Nolly stopping it. We'll get it downfield, but Yan right back towards net. Apparently Jack panic clear. Card will have a pass back down to Yan. Lost thinking about going for a demo. Decides to jump on the play. Now over to Card, all in from Furia. And they come up short. Gen.G, 3 straight wins now on match point.
Wow. It seems like it's gone by so fast as well. And for Furia, you look at their shots, they got 11 shots. It's not like they weren't downfield. It's not like they didn't have positioning. It's not like they were playing around in the Gen.G's defensive third. They just couldn't break through. You look at the saves, and I might tell you a little bit of the story. That offense from Gen.G as well, my goodness. They only put up 2 goals here, but they look good when they have the opportunities. I think you mentioned at the end there, James, they were a little panicked. I think they were just trying to get to the end of time. Little panic clears here and there, but for Gen.G, I mean, this is a scary form that they're in.
I mean, and this was Chronic, elevated gameplay from Chronic. You look at both of the goals, that first shot, it was, one pass to yourself kind of free training shot that, it looks so clean from Chronic. And then that ground pinch, the demo from apparently Jack on the goal line, setting up a possible smoke screen. But then the ground pinch perfectly executed from Chronic and sniped that near post. So 2 big impact plays from Chronic. That was the difference in this one for Gen.G. Gen.G, a team that has so many threats, and Chronic was the big threat that really did work last game. Now Gen.G, they've been breezing through Furia so far. Can they finish it now in game 4?
Gen.G are now 7-3 when an opponent calls a timeout. In the game after the timeout, they are now 7-3. Just does not seem to phase them. And for Furia, no more timeouts, no more time to think about it. You just have to go to work.
It just seems like this team is a team that cannot get phased. The mental game is strong for Gen.G. I don't know how apparently Jack was able to get enough of that ball to keep it out. Low boost for Card. Can't make the read. And Nolly punishes.
Nolly with a beautiful streak across the sky like a rainbow across Utopia, landing in front of the net and dropping it down. Beautifully done. And a 1-0 early lead for Gen.G.
This is just, it's not felt close. The series has not felt close. Gen.G, even when they're under pressure, I don't know, maybe I'm just misreading the series, Corelli, but I'm
with you.
Looking at, I have never felt that Gen.G's really been that vulnerable. They've always had a firm grip on this game, even in the one-goal situations.
No, I absolutely agree. It just feels like, you know, you're just waiting for Gen.G to come out on top here, because it does not feel like the offense that you're getting from Furia is enough to break Gen.G. And I think most people watching the series would agree.
Furia, and they find some teeth. Right now, the bites haven't done much. Lost, trying to tip that up. Yan will get a bump. Aerial play for Card, but Card gets beat to the ball by Nolly and by a good margin. Ground pitch. That shot!
There it is.
Down! Looks like Yan got some fangs.
And you see he's finally going to work off the ceiling. He drops back down and uses the flip right at the last second off the crossbar and in. It's tough to react when it happens that fast. And Yan trying to ignite this Furia team.
That shot, that was the shot of the game so far for me. To get such a pixel perfect shot off the ground, the bounce off the ground, that is so difficult to do. Yan did it perfectly.
They got to do it again, and you got to slow down Gen.G. Chronic dropping to Nolly, shot across the far side, and he slots it past the defense.
And they just aren't phased. They aren't phased whatsoever. Nolly having a performance this game. The rebound comes out. Chronic going low, spinning his wheels around, recognizing that that's the best route for him to take. And Nolly right on his heels.
Yeah, Nolly's had a spectacular series. Go back to the pre-jump pass he had. The double tap here in this game. Defensively, he's been rock solid. Wonderful start to the day here for Gen.G. Looking to finish the job here in 2.5 minutes, or maybe Card grips one on target. Furia trying to battle back now.
Double tap ball. Nolly going for the 50. Leaks out to Chronic. Card bouncing it straight down. Apparently Jack being patient will let Nolly streak in. Chronic waiting on the wall. Now going for a 50. The bounce. Back to the middle. Lost with the control. Into a dribble. Goes for the bump. There is a bump, but the ball floats right over to Nolly.
Again, watching this one from Gen.G players, that's a little scary, but nothing's that threatening defensively, and they're all set up. Here's a pass out and some space now for apparently Jack.
Nolly's so patient. I mean, even on the backboard, getting that ball, controlling it over, going down to a 50, then getting the extra touch over to apparently Jack. So much poise from Nolly and Gen.G as a whole. But there's still only one goal separating them. Furia, the goal they can get back into this series. And they do it. Lost. Back down into a dribble again. To flick it by Yan. The shot is good. Yan ties it up for Furia.
And I'm not going to lie, was it apparently Jack here or Nolly? Apparently Jack was the last man back. You see Lost and Yan kind of get tied up, and I think
so
that
close.
It made it kind of awkward for apparently Jack to know who was going to take the shot. And when Lost popped off of Yan, Yan flicks it by. And an equalizer here for Furia keeps us going.
Lost showing his willingness to dribble in traffic, even amongst his own team. You saw him almost running into both his teammates on that play, but still marched that ball downfield. And Yan, a standout performance for Furia in game one. Now back out to the middle. Card couldn't take the shot. Yan, that ground bounce shot, barred down and in now, getting the equalizer. Will that be life for Furia enough to get back into this series? And demoed, but sent it over to the Gen.G net. Lost, pre-jumping. Gets the stop, has no boost, can't get the touch. Wave dash looking for a bump. Nolly comes in to help. Chronic trying to take some space, but Lost closes the gap. Now Nolly will flick it over. Card off the wall. Chronic will be able to get this over to Nolly. Nolly to Jack, but Jack is demoed by Yan.
Great demo from Yan, and now an opportunity. Yan to be the hero, to keep it alive here for Yan, or for Furia, and an overtime as Gen.G get a hold of it. And now one goal separates Gen.G 4-0 Furia. That would be an unexpected result in my book, James.
It would be unexpected. I think many people had Gen.G winning, but we're expecting Furia to put up a fight. And in this game, Furia starting to mount that fight. Yan, 2 goals, starting to get going, but they'll need one here. Otherwise, Gen.G walking away with a sweep. Jack's delaying for as long as he can, gets demoed. The ball up high. Chronic will go for a second touch, goes for the 50. Card now off to the sidewall. Nolly being patient yet again. Beating one. Yan with the mid boost. Passing plays, trying to come out, but Card swerved off the ball.
And that was an opportunity for Furia. Now they dove in. Numbers down. The flick gone all the way to the right side. Denied by Yan. Furia, we're all backed up.
Double commit for Furia. Jack trying to boom this down. Hits Nolly, a little skip shot from Nolly. Jack keeping the pressure on. Yan wants to control it back to the ground. Now taking an airborne, stopped by Nolly in his tracks. Nolly, flip reset, pass down. Apparently Jack going for the demo. Lost, pre-jumps. He does get back to the ball in time. Scary moment for Furia. Now they find themselves on the counterattack. Card dribbling the ball to the wall. It kicks back out to the middle, and Chronic will clear it to safety.
Couple of scary opportunities. That one comes hard off the back wall. Apparently Jack is denied by Yan on the goal line. Furia able to stop the shots coming.
Both players miss. Card boomed downfield to the Gen.G half. Chronic doesn't let Card make the play. Staying on the ball. Lost down to Yan. Yan a chance to win it. Going for the double tap. Flip reset off the ceiling. Yan! A close call. Furia getting demos. They just couldn't make the play.
Another opportunity for Yan. And he wants to pick it up. He's been using the ceiling a lot to get another touch. Over 2 minutes of overtime. Apparently Jack has to take this challenge and wins it nicely. Nolly happy just to throw it to the back wall.
Chronic, hard double tap, out to the middle. The shot didn't follow. Apparently Jack passing off the backboard again. Card back out. Nolly trying to drop it, ended up giving it right back to Card. Now Furia, a chance. Yan, a lobbed shot to the middle, perhaps looking for a redirect, but nobody was there from Furia.
Almost 3 minutes now, overtime. 12 shots for Gen.G, 12 for Furia. It's the 13th, the difference maker. Apparently Jack trying to fight for every inch here on the Furia side, but Lost able to get out. Over to Yan, off the backboard. Nolly's late, doesn't get the touch, and Chronic bails him out.
I think that was the one time Furia respected Nolly to make that touch, and he ended up not getting it. Could have been a shot opportunity. But nothing doing for Furia. There's a good beat from Lost. Lost, did he get the flip reset? Goes low. Card trying to pass it back down. Nolly can't get the touch.
There it is.
And Lost will force it in. Card and Lost working together to get that OT winner.
Card staying with this play was so crucial, and Lost saw it too. The second that touch rolled up the wall, they saw the opportunity, and Furia, boy, it was not easy for them, but they battle back. And they get a game back here in this, and they finally get into this series.
And then I think this was a critical way to win the game as well for Furia, critical to their success. They had Yan, who is the star player, hit that phenomenal shot, that ground bounce shot off the crossbar. And in that final goal, it was Card that put that ball over to Lost, who hit that OT winner. So everyone from Furia going to have something to point to give them that extra little bit of boost, and they are going to need it because they have a long journey ahead of them, Kirill.
Yeah, they definitely do it. And I mean, they barely scratched out this win. I mean, it was very tough for them to come out with that last goal in overtime because it was very back and forth. And you saw Gen.G do a good job defensively of not messing up any of their touches until those final few seconds. You saw the shakiness from Nolly, where Furia didn't really pounce on, and then all the chaos that ensued there on that final goal. Gen.G, you're a little disappointed, I think, now, because what they've shown in those first 3 games, they were able to close things out and they were able to put up some score. In that overtime, it felt like Furia, the tide started to shift a little bit. A lot more opportunity for Yan. He sat there with like 800 points and like 4 attempts at a double tap there in the overtime alone.
It kind of reminds you of early in game 1 where Furia had a lot of possession. So Gen.G, they have been giving some space. But now Furia finally finding a way to exploit that. Nolly missed a few defensive touches that perhaps he had a chance to make the play on. Now the shot, oh, that one gonna be a rebound.
Not again.
Off the crossbar down, and it's cleared out by Nolly, who has nothing in the tank.
Twice in a row, and they couldn't get over it. But Furia knocking on the door here early.
Yan trying to be patient. It's demoed off the ball by apparently Jack. Chronic off the ceiling, shut down by Card. Furia trying to pick up the pace. Nolly, light touch. Lost trying to be patient as well. Card has Yan. Goes for the solo play, and the ball pinches out, loses possession. Now Gen.G with a chance to make something work. Nolly, light touch. Lost looking for Yan over on the sidewall, but intercepted by apparently Jack, who takes it to the ground. That shot was going in, but Card makes a big save.
Gen.G now trying a couple opportunities here. Oh my. A couple players backing off, and apparently Jack trying to get a dunk here. I don't know what that was.
Go for that turtle hit as well.
He made it work. Furia are able to get out despite apparently Jack's best effort.
Apparently Jack getting demoed, and now a bump attempt by Lost. Lost trying to incorporate that physical game. Now the shot, no, he snipes it. Card, I don't think was expecting a shot. I wasn't either.
And see Card, he's playing near post, crept up a little bit too far and tried to back up in a way, and you can see he just quit on it.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I think he was cheating towards, the wall, thinking Nolly's probably going to try to dribble it up the wall, maybe pass it out to the middle, but no. What just happened?
I was on a player cam on the back, so I didn't see the kickoff all the way, but both players didn't get the touch. Faking it, of course, and a demo coming out as well.
And this game already having a strange feeling about it with that kickoff and that goal. Will Furia be able to get back into this? Pinch off the ceiling and down. Card doesn't make contact. Yan. Double tap out. And then a pinch from Gen.G.
Wow.
Gen.G employing unorthodox measures, but they seem to make it work. I don't understand.
Well, it's not the first one that they've attempted. That's the best one that they've actually pulled off. But there's been a few, as well as a shot they tried to pinch towards the net. They didn't connect on it. They've tried to set up the pinching plays a few times now. And now apparently Jack off the ceiling. Now he's quickly up there. And Card to break it up. And now Furia. Pass over to Lost, and the attack losing itself there as Gen.G now trying to break out.
Lost. Off the ceiling. Card waiting. Dan now booming it downfield. Lost. Trying to stay upfield. Just cherry picking a bit. Looking for a chance. It has paid off before. Will it pay off again? Chronic, a quick counterattack. The 1-2. And Gen.G extend their lead.
And who's dropping the pass? Nolly again. Look at this touch from Nolly right on the nose.
That pass was perfect.
Of
right
Chronic. I mean, both sides of this was perfect. The pass right in front of Chronic, and then a clinical shot to the far side from Chronic. And Gen.G 2-0 now.
They make it look so easy.
Yeah.
And Chronic, he's receiving those outlet passes and scoring them. That is such an amazing thing to have on your team. You know, it reminds me a bit of Atomic. You just hit the ball up to him in midfield and watch him work.
Yeah. Speaking of working, here's Yan. It comes right down to Lost. Perfectly played by Yan to dunk that one and keep it alive for his team to put a shot on.
Oh, Yan. Wonderfully done there. You can see Nolly and Abject both in the same spot. So there's still hope for Furia. Furia, 1 minute and 14 seconds to work with. They just need one to force overtime.
I think Furia, that type of play is exactly what they want. Yan and Lost combining.
Oh, hello!
Yan, second touch. It goes off the crossbar. Lost is there to punch it home. And we got ourselves a game in the final minute.
Yan, the double tap, I thought it was enough to get it done all on his own, but Lost already there. Lost wasting no time. Say what you want about Lost, but he does not hesitate. No. Instantaneous decision making.
He knows one thing, and that's just go. And it pays off there. And now apparently Jack trying to respond, and a good block by Yan. Still dangerous here for Furia. Chronic somehow getting back to this one. Into the air he goes. Flip reset. Flicks it up off the back wall. Apparently Jack can't find the angle. Nolly goes as well. Everyone committed from Gen.G. And maybe a chance here for Furia to stabilize.
Lost was only 3 boosts on that defensive play. Chronic going for net, and Chronic sniping the lower corner. Saw Lost creeping up the backboard, goes low, and it's good for Chronic.
And another beauty pass from Nolly to set up Chronic. And these two guys have linked up multiple times. The last couple of times, though, it has been magic. Perfect passes, and the precision on the shooting from Chronic is world class.
Chronic, stellar game this game. Fantastic series all around, but now a chance for Furia.
There they are.
Furia refuses to go down without a fight.
Oh my gosh, we're having a moment of lucidity for both teams. Yan, awake, alive, and well. A 3-3 game here. As time is ticking down, we only got 19 seconds left.
Furia releasing that final fury. Final seconds. Nolly, even that for Chronic, it leaks out to the middle. Card will clear it down. Will Appjack keep this in play? Decides to. Yan trying to drop it down for overtime, and he does so. Furia have to score, otherwise they are out. Off the kickoff, that one, if it was on target, maybe would have gone in, and still it's in a dangerous spot. Double commit from Furia before it gets hit downfield. Apparently Jack picking it up his own corner. Big block from Card. And a boost steal from Yan.
For opportunity and Lost. It might come out to Yan here. Lost almost trying to get Chronic. Push him out of the way. Big opportunity there early for Furia. A half chance. And now they got to play a bit of defense. Card, the last man. This pass comes out.
Ooh.
Lost. There to turn it away.
Lost. I'm sure there was a bump brewing there. Lost. Reading the play. Getting that stop. Nolly. The 50. It's down to Lost. In reverse. Awkward ball. Doesn't get the best first touch. Gives up possession. Now Yan out of boost as well. Does pick up the corner. Chronic going for the solo play. Flip reset. It's kicked down. Yan with tons of boost. He can do some work here. Going for the backboard, but that backboard was shut down by Nolly.
You can see how many times Yan loves using that ceiling when he picks the ball up. Comes right back down into him. A monster clear from Yan. And see if Furia can push up their line.
Jack. Big clear. And it gets by Yan. Apparently Jack can get another touch. Chronic self-pass off the backboard, but Lost prevents it from doing too much damage. Yan opting for the corner boost instead of the ball. Chronic back pass to Appjack. Now off the ceiling and high. Card back to Yan. Yan can't get it up and over the Gen.G defense. Goes for a bump, but Chronic dodges it and gets the hit off to the sidewall. Now the shot. Chronic with a save.
Opportunity for Furia here. couple of quality shots. Now Card wants to take it himself. Yan waiting to see how this one pans out. Lost one all the way back. Now Yan, a shot on target, denied by Nolly.
That was going upper 90. Nolly able to keep it out. Pinch down. Card to Lost. Lost. Won't get the redirect. Furia is showing so much more life than they were. And it looks like they might be getting the edge. Card, backward pass attempt. Chronic waits for it nicely. Skipped up high. Apparently Jack into a flip reset, going back for the ball. Off the backboard and down. Nolly off the backboard. Card will get the clear out. Scary moment there for Furia.
They're able to stabilize. It'd be a shame the 14 shots that Furia has to not come out on top here. It seems like Gen.G, you're talking about, have really slowed down. Here's an opportunity. Nolly pops it for Chronic. Chronic off the backboard. Lost, can't go. Apparently Jack put it high. And Yan's going to be able to bail out Furia on that chance.
And you thought that was game. I thought that was game. Apparently Jack had all the boost in the world to work with. Did not put it on target. I wonder if, he was thinking about going for the backward pass, but the net, it was ripe for his shot.
Still scary. And now apparently Jack, this was high. Follow up.
Oh,
Chronic and Nolly run into each other.
Another shot opportunity, Corelli. There was a backward bounce, not contested from Furia. And Gen.G runs into each other. Oh, a save from Chronic. That keeps the game alive. I thought Furia ended it there.
Let's it go. Almost for Chronic. I mean, Furia, that was the opportunity there. And they almost got punished immediately. But now a chance lost. Second touch. Gonna bounce. Is dangerous here. Can they get over it? Card off the backboard. Needs help. Yan doesn't go. And Nolly very calmly flip resets this one in the middle of the field, and we're back to the Furia side.
Nolly depressurizing that situation. But Gen.G, they could have ended this game now a couple of times, giving Furia extra opportunities. Well, Furia to make the most of it. Card lets that ball through. Counterattack ball. Chronic has Nolly back in the middle, as well as apparently Jack. They both go for it. That's going to slow things down, and maybe a bit of confusion there. Gen.G get their wheels back under them. Nolly pass out to the middle. Apparently Jack gets beat by Lost.
Here's the break.
Brief 2v1. Around one. Yan and Lost getting in each other's way. I really don't know what to make of some of the moments we've had in this series.
That was kind of goofy to watch from Yan's POV. It was just Lost wiggling in front of him. But here comes Furia again. Maybe a double tap. A huge clear from Nolly. Is there anyone back from Furia? It's Lost. At 5 minutes, over 5 minutes of overtime. And we're still going.
Card. Can't make the stop. Nolly off the ceiling. Chronic and Jack go, but Chronic back down. Jack was jumping for it. Nolly trying to get that extra touch. I think it was the right play. And now the counterattack is on. Chronic gets a hit, but it's going straight back down under the crossbar, but Lost bangs it off the crossbar. Counterattack. Chronic going for the double. Chronic is clutch. Gen.G takes down Furia.
Punished. You got to put that one away. If you're Furia, the opportunity was there, and Gen.G marched down the field and end this series.
What a series from Chronic, who's become a bona fide, reliable clutch shooter.
1,100 points.
This unbelievable. Unbelievable play from Chronic. Unbelievable series. Really, everyone had some good moments, Corelli, but Chronic put Gen.G over the top when they needed it.
And for Gen.G, I mean, I think this series was a good one to go through, just the experience-wise, because it wasn't perfect from them. We had our criticisms of Gen.G. They looked fantastic when they were putting away the highlight goals that they had, but Furia made it difficult for them on defense. A disappointing one on the Furia side. You felt like, especially in that last play, you had to put that shot in there multiple times. It's the same thing that we were talking about with NRG. Shots going too high, coming off the crossbar in overtime. You just can't afford